Hey guys, this is Aryan and welcome back to One Stop Aviation. I know I have pretty stupid looking hair today, so please don't laugh at me. Anyways, today let's talk about time. As a pilot, it is very important to understand the concept of time and how it works. For example, you may take off from Mumbai with your clock set at some time, and then when you land in London, you realize that your clock is 5.5 hours slower than what the actual time at London is, the local mean time. Also, people also call this time difference. So this is how it's very important to understand as a pilot how to calculate how much is the difference going to be and whether your time is going to be ahead or behind and how it works in general. So let's talk about that. As we know, the Earth spins 360 degrees around its own axis in 24 hours. So if you divide these, you realize that the Earth spins 15 degrees in the time span of 1 hour. And it rotates 1 degree every 4 minutes. The second one is going to be very important for our calculations. Now let's talk about local mean time. The time kept at an observer's meridian with respect to the position of the sun on the observer's anti-meridian is known as local mean time. The actual meaning of it is not as complicated as its definition. It is basically the observer's longitude divided by 15 and that time will be ahead or behind UTC. I'll explain how eventually. UTC is Universal Time Coordinated. It is maintained with International Atomic Time, which is very close or almost as much as GMT, which is Greenwich Mean Time. For our calculations, we'll consider them as the same thing. UTC is used as a datum with respect to time calculations, and I will show you all in a bit how it works. Time kept with respect to a selected meridian is known as standard time. This time is decided by a country and is used as the common time throughout the country. This is used in order to ease the use of time throughout the country and to avoid any confusions. Now to convert any value of arc or longitude into time, you need to divide it by 15. For example, if I say there's a place which is 45 degrees east, so if you divide that by 15, that'll give you 3 hours. Since it's east, it's gonna be ahead of UTC. I'll explain that logic now. As we can see from this diagram when viewed from the North Pole side, this is the sun. Obviously this part is getting illuminated by the sun's rays and this part is in the shadow area, which is darkness, basically, or night time. So as you can see, this is 00 where UTC is or GMT is, and 45 degrees east, basically, which is to the east of UTC, will have a local mean time which is ahead of UTC. As you can see, he is closer to his evening where it'll get dark, and then you understand the point. And 45 degrees west is going to be 3 hours behind UTC, because as you can see, UTC is leading the way because the Earth turns anti-clockwise. This can also be remembered by longitude east, UTC least. Longitude east, UTC is least, or longitude west, UTC west. Now let's talk about Indian Standard Time, which is 82.5 degrees east or 82 degrees 30 minutes east, the value of IST. It passes somewhere close to Allahabad. This time is used all over the country as a standard time in order to minimize any complication and to make it easy. In order to convert this in terms of time, I'll show you how to do it. Okay. So we have a scientific calculator. We put in 82, then we use this symbol for degrees. 30 again for minutes, we use the same symbol. We divide this by 15, okay, and then equal to 5 hours 30 minutes. Now since we are east, we are going to be ahead of UTC. That's why we are 5.5 hours ahead of UTC or GMT. So at 0 degrees, we can see that towards the east, as you keep moving eastward, the eastern longitudes are going to keep increasing in value. And as you go westward, the western longitudes are going to increase in value. But the exact opposite of this happens at the international date line. This is a very important concept. Please pay attention. I'll show you what it looks like. So as you can see at the international date line, which is 180 east or west, all your western longitudes come to the east and all your eastern longitudes come to the west. Why this happens, I'll show you in a second. So as you can see, this is 00 degrees, and over here all the eastern longitudes are on the east and western are on the west. But as you turn around and come to the anti-meridian, which is 180 degrees east or west, you can now see that all the western longitudes are to the east of it and all the eastern longitudes are to the west of it. That's why it happens, and it's very important to understand this concept while solving sums. when we travel westward across the international date line, the date increases, and when you travel eastward across the international date line, the date decreases. It's very important to remember this when you're doing your calculations, and if it includes you crossing the international date line, please keep it in mind. So let's talk about zone time. So zone time gives a convenient standard time, keeping hours of the day approximately synchronized with daylight and darkness. Zone time is equal to UTC plus zone number. Okay, so to calculate zone number, you divide the longitude of the place by 15. For example, you get an answer like 6.4. Your zone number will be 6. For example, it's 6.5, you'll take 7. Why? Because if it's equal or greater than 5, you take the higher number. Okay, now the sign, like this is plus 6 and plus 7. The sign depends on whether the longitude is east or west. So as we know, if it's east, then it's going to be ahead of UTC, so it'll have a plus sign. But if it's west, it'll have a minus sign. One fun fact which could be asked as an exam question: all places on the same parallel of latitude will have sunrise and sunset at the same LMT, local mean time. Okay, now I'll solve one sum for you all as an example as to what kind of sums can come and what you can expect. Okay, so the question is LMT at A is 1200, which is 12 in the afternoon. Coordinates of A are 50 north and 30 west. Coordinates of B are 50 north and 45 east. Okay, we have to find the LMT at B. As you can see from the diagram, A is 30 west, which is to the west of prime meridian, which is UTC, and B is 45 degrees east of both A and UTCs, to the east of both. Okay, so in order to solve the sum, we know that A is 30 degrees west. So that's 30 degrees divided by 15, which is 2 hours behind UTC. The reason it is behind UTC is basically because it is to the west. So LMT west, UTC west. Okay, then so to find out time at UTC, you do LMT at A plus 2 hours, which is equal to 1200 plus 2 hours, 12 in the afternoon plus 2 hours, which is 1400, which is 2 in the afternoon. Now we have UTC time. Now to calculate how ahead B is in terms of time from UTC, we will do 45 degrees, which is from the question, 45 east. So 45 degrees divided by 15, which is 3 hours ahead of UTC. Okay, so we know time at UTC was 1400. So LMT at B is equal to 1400 plus 3 hours, which is equal to 1700. So LMT at B is 1700, 5 in the evening, and that's what we want. That's basically how you're gonna solve the sums. I hope you enjoyed watching the video and learned something. Please like and subscribe. Please stay indoors during these dangerous COVID times. See you in the next video. Till then, take care and Jai Hind.